Good morning to you. I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz with your Sunday morning forecast. It is going to be a beautiful day. Hopefully you can go out and take advantage of it because temperatures will be warmer than yesterday when we hit a high of about 55 degrees. We woke up to the 20s and 30s today, so no more frost for your day because we are going to warm up to about 61 degrees here in Seattle. We're even warmer on Monday as this ridge really begins to build over the area, and it's going to stay that way, but we could have some weakness in that ridge as a disturbance moves to our north Tuesday and Wednesday, and that's going to bring us slightly cooler temperatures before we warm up once again. But first, I wanted to start things off in the mountains. Here's a look at Alpental. This is the midway cam, and you see a lot of skiers and snowboarders taking advantage of the blue sky and then the spring snow. Today is the last day at Alpental, so winding down the ski season as we know. So Stevens Pass, today is the last day. Crystal Mountain going to go all the way through the end of May, at least for weekends. Mount Baker on April 20th. As for Alpental, again, that's today. Silver Fir today as well, and then Summit Central on the 20th, at least as of now. Mission Ridge on the 27th. I also wanted to talk about the Snowpack because we are lacking in terms of the snowpack. The Olympics, however, right where that climatological norm should be. The North Cascades and then the Central Cascades are running between about 60 and 75, whereas the South Central Cascades around 80%, 79, 80%. And so you see the Cascades are running below normal, at least as a whole. And so with that being said, we're not expecting much in the way of additional precipitation. We had a couple of inches the last 2 days, but with rain chances out of the forecast with this ridge in place, we're really not expecting much. And so the estimated rain totals, this is also liquid water, and this is showing you that light green, that is less than 1/4 of an inch. So that means very low snow totals up in the mountains and down below. We're also in that moderate drought. That includes the I-5 corridor all the way up into the foothills and the Cascades, and then even portions of eastern Washington. So we're not going to get much, even though we need it. We need the mountain snow. We need the rain. If you're sick of the rain, you need to get some of that spring cleaning done. You just want to get outside, soak up some sunshine. The next couple of days and this week in general will be the time to do so. Bellingham, 44 degrees at least as of 9:30 this morning. You can see it's nice and sunny, even from our Columbia Tower cam. It's gorgeous. We have blue sky, but I also wanted to show you there's Mount Rainier, so you can just see how clear it is out there. 46 at SeaTac around 9:30, and then our Tacoma cam as well. You see Mount Rainier behind me, hiding behind this little graphic there, but 45 degrees. And we are going to warm things up beautifully today into the mid and upper 50s to about 60 degrees if you are headed up to the Tulip Festival in Skagit County and Skagit Valley. And then into the North Sound, the island's going to be in the 50s and 60s. As you get closer to the water, it is going to be a little cooler, of course, and then closer to the Cascades in the lower 60s, at least the foothills. And then we get to the Central Sound. You see about 63 in Redmond, and then Renton 62, Auburn 63, Puyallup 64, Olympia as well. And as I mentioned, temperatures even warmer tomorrow. Closer to the coast, upper 50s, and then closer to Oregon, we'll also have some upper 60s, and then maybe more clouds, higher, thicker clouds in place closer to the coast. So there could be some obstructed sunshine at times. Now, future temperatures overnight. I told you we kicked things off 20s and 30s. We had some frost. That's not the case tonight, at least not widespread. See temperatures around the area, 30s and 40s, and then tomorrow, going to warm up quickly. We'll have low and mid 60s to our north, and then to our south, mid and upper 60s to potentially lower 70s are typical warmer spots. As I mentioned, if you are headed up to Skagit Valley for the Tulip Festival, going to be great for that. We're drying things out, so you might need the rain boots for a couple of days, but even then, going to start to dry out. We'll have a good amount of sun to enjoy it. Now, I mentioned that there is going to be a disturbance that moves over the region, more so over British Columbia. That would be Tuesday and Wednesday. That will likely bring some clouds, at least some thicker clouds in place, but temperatures will go down because of that. As a result, there could be a couple of showers over the North Cascades and maybe the North Interior with that as you get closer to the Canadian border. But once again, not expecting much. Now, Thursday and Friday of this week will be the warmest. We'll start to warm up again. So tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, about 66 on Thursday, whereas on Friday, near 70 degrees. That's just for Seattle. So the South Sound, the foothills could even be in the mid 60s before we start to cool things down Saturday. Now by Easter Sunday, temperatures are going to be cooler again. I'm talking highs in the 50s instead of the 60s or 70s, and we'll reintroduce a couple of showers. So once again, I hope you can get out and enjoy your Sunday and the next couple of days.